the new control room design tool tailored for our region. So in this tool, all you need to do is start with your project. You can give your project a name. Let's say 80 floor MUT Tower project, and it's based in Dubai. You can give some details. Also, you can upload your own logo for your company, and you can replace the logo if you like. All right. After that, you can enter the number of cameras in your project and how many cameras, roughly 25-30% is critical. Critical means they will be in the fixed monitor view. You can select using the quick buttons, or you can put specifically 25. Or if you have exact numbers, you can also do that to 45, and remaining will be automatically calculated. So you can do this. Then monitor size, you can choose 42, 43 inch, 49 inch. So if you use high density layout, it will tell you it's not applicable if it is a Sierra project. So you need at least 55 inch. And sequencing, also you can select accordingly. You can also use a custom size if you like, 6 by 6 for sequencing, and every 10 seconds it will sequence. So roughly we need 9 monitors, 5 fixed and 4 for sequencing. So let's say I will go with a conservative for now, 11 monitors and 6 for sequencing, 4 for sequencing. Okay, then there is two ways to to place the monitors. So we will come to this. Okay, so first thing, total number of monitors 11, critical 7, sequence 4. So these are the numbers. After that, we will do a check for the control room design based on these standards, external control room design tool, as well as ISO 11064 and EEMUA, and then other thumb rules that we use generally in our region. We also have how the monitors are going to be placed in front of the operator. Okay, so I'll come to these later. Now for the monitor wall, you can select two rows. Two rows means 2 by 6. So since you have 11 monitors, so in two rows, you place one 6, the other one will be 5, or you can make 3 rows, 3 by 4. It gives you an idea what should be the wall dimension. If you have 3 rows, your width will be lesser, but your distance will be higher as per the standards for placing the operators. Okay. Then what you have selected is the orange color. This is your video wall. There will be some room, 0.5 meter, 0.5 meter clearance kept on either side of the video wall. It may be um, um, just for passing by, or some leverage required to um, service the video wall. Okay. Then automatically it will decide for one operator, but if you need more operators, you can go and customize your operator. There are two ways to do it. Currently, it's the relaxed 60-degree cone, which means within 60 degree, the operator can see the full video wall from where he's sitting. Okay. But if you need Winsted 15-degree strict standard, this is good for mission critical control rooms. Then you would require at least 6 operators to monitor the entire video wall because of that strict 30-degree cone. So we will see that cone here, 30 degree, 30 degree, 30 degree, and so on. Okay. All right. And then if you don't need that, you can also manually enter. Say I need only 3 operators for this project, 3 operators. And yeah, this is fine. Video wall, the video wall from the floor, it is automatically suggested to mount at 1.22 meter. The reason for that is 1.22. The reason for that is when the monitor is placed here, there is no need to, it will fit the exact 21.8 degree. So if you just can do this, so it should not be more than 25 degrees. So if it exceeds, it will automatically create a raised floor so that uh, you are staying within the comfortable degree of 25. Okay, so if you have more operators, in this case, Let's say if there is two rows of operators, let me go back here, six operators, and let me remove the override. Okay. So when you have six operators, you may need two rows. In this case, yeah, it will automatically adjust the back row to a certain way that such that it can see the top of the monitor and the bottom of the monitor without obstruction. Okay, so you get a snapshot of how it will look like. Then when the operators are seated, it will tell you which vision it falls under. So we have the near peripheral, mid peripheral, far peripheral. So it will automatically place the monitors where they are. Okay. So if you use relaxed mode, if you use relaxed mode, it will show where the monitors are being placed, sequencing monitors, critical monitors. Okay. Then you can take a report. You can choose the option to hide a logo, or you can say I don't need project details for this report, and you can extract whichever fields you want from the report. Now, I wanted to also mention that you can choose to see the recommendations for the operator workstations, because sequencing monitors, powering multiple monitors, you may need to correctly choose the workstation model. You can also go with the general standard. Every PCI I want to power only two monitors. You can do that. There are also minimal micro PCs. You can also use that with the graphics card and high RAM, 16 or 32 GB RAM. You can also do that. If you're looking for decoders, that option is also available. But this is with our VMS only. Then we also have 32 GB RAM option. You can just select in case you want to spec accordingly for high RAM. All right, so this is a Dell model. This is a Hanwha own model. Now you can take a print a report of this as a PDF. Okay, or you can also print Excel, Word, or only the diagrams. You can take a report. You can save the project and load the project as you like. So please feel free to get in touch with us if you are interested to get access to this tool. Thank you.